Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Well, today I thought what I would do is make some tab, what do I want to call these? Tab clusters. And basically I'm just cutting out some tabs from a manila folder, and I'm going to just glue some things on them, and then when I put them on the page, I'll use it as the tab, and these will have little clusters on it. So I just thought that's what I would do today. And what I've gotten is, like I said, manila folder, and I've folded it lengthwise, and I'm just going to cut out some tabs. Yeah, so basically what I like to do is kind of have it long and narrow. And if you have one of these tab ones, or maybe you have a whale tail tab punch, or even one of these, they all work kind of the same, you know. But what I like to do is just kind of put this through, and I make sure to get it completely in, but I leave that little line, that little slot up at the top. See that little slot? So that that doesn't get punched. Then, then, you know, it'll open. The bend won't have punched out. So that's what I'm doing today. So hope everybody's having a really good day, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and hope your spring is going well. I'm hoping today that we get a little bit of rain. Joey's getting ready to mow, so I hope we get it after he mows. But yeah, it's been kind of windy, and so I feel like maybe our flowers could use a little extra drink. Okay, so there's those. And then I like to go ahead and ink them. So I won't ink these just yet unless we need them here in a little while. But I've already inked some. So let's just get started on that, because I'm so slow at doing things that I thought I better do a few ahead, because it could take forever to do some. Let's see. So the other thing is I got my Junk Journal Studio ephemera journal book kit. What do I want to call this? My ephemera holder out. And what I'm looking for is cardstock. I really thought that would be the best to make these with. So I was just going through, and I like the long slender. So I think that'll be nice. Something long, slender, and even, you know, if we have to cut something in half, but let's see if we can find something that's already, you know, kind of long and slender that's cardstock. This isn't all of it. This is just all that I've gotten cut out, I think. And then we'll come back and use these smaller ones. These might work if I don't find anything, you know, more slender than that. Yeah, so I just thought I would get in here and just goof around a little bit. Let's see what this says. That's kind of chubby, but these might work. I mean, we'll definitely be able to use these. I'm just looking for something that's a little bit long and skinny. That one's okay. This one, well, that's not cardstock. Okay. Let's just see what else. That might be it. Okay, let's go back then and maybe we use that one anyways. Okay, so I have 1 2 3 4. Okay, all right, so then I thought that would be, those would be my bases, really. Just kind of put these down first, and then we can build on them. And depending on where they land, really, most of them will be cardstock, but some of them could be just copy paper. Oh, I think I already edged that one. Must have been going to use it for something. you know, if it's sitting on a cardstock, I think it'd be okay if it wasn't cardstock, if we're going to glue the whole thing down, you know. So I'm trying to see what happened today. Today I worked at our church. It was pretty busy for I just work half a day, and it was pretty busy. Lots of calls, visitors. Makes it go by fast, but I do enjoy being there, so I don't really necessarily need it to go by fast. It's kind of fun office work, you know. I've always enjoyed office work. So it was fun. These are all different kinds of kits. Many of them that you'll see, like back in this part of this ephemera holder, are from the botanicals. The botanical collection. Okay, so I am just going to... I'm just going to glue right here, this bottom part. If I can get my glue to come out. Like that. And then that'll go over the page. Okay, there's one. That's just the base. And of course we can put this anywhere on the journal card. I'm trying to think. You could put it, you know, in the middle, at the other end. We'll kind of stagger them a little bit. Probably won't use these all in the same journal. Could, but I just thought they'd be fun to make. Okay. This is the easy part, gluing it down. And you could use scrapbook paper to do these tabs. I would recommend using a thicker paper for the tabs, just because, you know, they're going to help support the little cluster. But you could use cardstock. What else could you use? A really heavy magazine and scrapbook paper. You know, some of the book pages that I have found, like the ones that I did with the that I cut out for the make and take at the retreat I did, that book that I cut out from was, the pages were super thick. It was a book on flower, like decorating with flowers, like centerpieces and stuff like that. Okay, so there we have those four. Okay, now let's go through. My desk is still a mess. And I have Joey got back from seeing his mom, and so I have some goodies that she sent. So one day this week I want to share some of those goodies with you. Okay, these are not cardstock, so I'm not using any of those because I really want it to be... that's cardstock. Is there anything in there? That's not. I kind of would like it to be vertical. I like this one. That's pretty. Could do that. Most of the ones we'll use are already cut out. But let's see what happens. We're just going to lay them on here. So we'll just put that there. And then we can glue them down later. We'll just go through and look for stuff. These are all paper. These are cardstock. Let's see. And then I don't want them to go too thick because I'm going to be gluing them, you know, on the page like this. And I really don't want it to take up a lot of the page. The only way that I would want to do that is if I also use this as a pocket. And if I do that, I'll put a little thumb hole to remind myself. So if we decide to do that, this would be just a little bit bigger so that it would be big enough for a thumb hole. Okay, let's see. It's kind of pretty. I have to remember everything's going to go this way. These are also pretty. What's this? Oh, some bees. That's neat because I think that's a bee thing. Ooh, that's pretty. These are all really pretty. I like them. I like that one. Oh, so pretty. Wow. If you were doing a bee journal, this would be a great kit. This is the spring, I want to say. Oh, summer's, no, yeah, spring embellishments from the Spring Bounty. Very pretty. Those are all paper. That's too bad because those would have been really good. So I may have to get out another, well, let's see what's in here. I was going to say I may have to get out another thing that, excuse the reach here. Another ephemera to use. So that one says jelly, so I kind of don't want to stray too far. I'm questioning that one. I think I'm going to go with that instead. And this one went back here in the spring, I think. Or summer. One of the two. Okay, so now these are... I have tore this up. I put the opening on the wrong side. Now I don't have any fingernails to even help, so super cute. Different letters. That's neat. That might work well. Kind of like that. These are neat. Okay. This is what's kind of fun, is you can just kind of put things down and decide, you know, what you like. I love this red kit. I love it so much. It's so pretty. Jellies. What could we put for jellies? I think probably, let's see if a bee or a, let's see if one of these would work. It might be nice to have a little color there. Okay. Most of this is not, oh, that's pretty. Most of this is not cardstock, so I don't know if that blue goes well. That's pretty. Let's see what that does. I love it. This is a good reminder of what's in this kit. Really great. Just didn't have cut. I just didn't do a lot of cardstock. Maybe that'll be nice. Okay, that's fine. What are these guys? Now, as I put little things on, we really don't have to have, whoopsie, drop that. Don't have to have cardstock because I can glue it right on, you know, here. Quiet. That jelly one, I feel like it needs a piece of fruit. Let's go back and see if the Summer Bounty has some fruit. There's some more butterflies. This is where I was brave and cut their little antennas ahead of time. Oh, and then this is fun, these numbers. I thought that was such a good idea. You could cut them any which way you want. I've cut some. Here's a big 4. I've cut some in half and thirds, and others I've left, you know, as they were combined. Oopsie. 8. Maybe that, I don't know. They're fun, and then they have these little hinges too. Isn't that fun? All right, let's see if we can find some fruit. Really pretty stuff. Okay, let's go back here to summer. What's happened is I have used a lot of the things I cut out. Is there any fruit? Okay, so that's neat. Okay. Where's my cutter? Let's cut this in half. And maybe we I'd like to have some of that showing, but I don't want this to be too big. That one I think we're going to have to save. All right, let's get some of this down just so I can get my bearings a little bit and see what's going on. And then we can always do more. This one I think was back here. Okay. All right, let's do this first. Estimating. Okay. Oh, in this one I do want to ink. This one I'm just going to gently get those little antennas. I love this red that is in the red botanicals. Oh my gosh, it's so vibrant. I love it. I am looking forward to Joey mowing the lawn. He's been gone. We've had so much rain, and it's literally, you know, up to a little bit past my ankles. So I am looking forward to seeing that mowed down a little bit. Okay, so for now, that's pretty good. We'll see what else. I do have some ribbon over here that we can put on. Tomorrow I have Bible study, and just had 1 week of it so far, and it went well. I'm looking forward to seeing the girls, although I think one of them is kind of coming down with something. Sick. What else is going on? Well, I guess I could talk about Mother's Day, and I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. I haven't talked to you guys about that. My youngest daughter came over and went to church with me. Like I said, Joey was gone. He went to spend Mother's Day with his mom. She lives in another city. So he spent the weekend with her and his dad. And I know how much he loves that and how much they appreciate him coming. And then my daughter came over for lunch, and we just had sandwiches, kind of a picnic sandwich, and went out and sat and listened to the wonderful birds and watched the bees, and, you know, just had a great time. What was here? Oh, this little guy. Then she got me a frozen custard turtle, delish. Sat out and ate that. And then my oldest daughter and her family, her husband and grandchildren all came over, and that was a delight. And we spent about, an hour and a half chatting and laughing and giggling and talking about when they were little. That was really fun. How fast that time goes. You know, the stories we told about, you know, they told about when they were little, and I told about when they were little. And of course my grandchildren are just hanging on every word. And it was just, for me, it was like that was yesterday. I could remember it just as plain as day. And another thing is telling stories about, you know, when their daddy, my son-in-law, entered the picture. You know, the fun stories then that, because my son-in-law and my daughter were in high school. They dated in high school. So, you know, that was just really fun talking about that. Okay, now this, I think, I think I'm going to tear it. Yeah, so we had a good time with that. And let's see. My youngest daughter brought me the most beautiful hanging plant. But this plant it was gorgeous. It had some beautiful white and purple petunias, but then it also had some other plant that I don't know what it is that is absolutely gorgeous. And I just it was so heavy. I couldn't hang it on my porch. It was just too heavy. We estimated 30 pounds. This thing was gigantic. So I have it sitting on the stoop, and looks gorgeous. And then my daughter and her family brought, let's see, they brought me a vintage cooler, red and white vintage cooler, which is amazing. I use those at 4th of July. I use them at Christmas for sure. And it was just such a delight to get that. And they got me a vintage pencil holder that is a little teeny tiny phone. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I'll have to remember to bring it and show it to you guys. And then my youngest granddaughter made me a chenille tulip out of these beautiful pipe cleaners. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. I've got it displayed in my living room. Okay, I think that's all right. This will be neat, put on a page, you know. Okay, let's save that. Was that supposed to go over here? I don't know. It might be taken from one to give to the other. Oh, and I also have this circle. Let's see where that could go. I've in the past had challenges with placing circles, but I really have figured that they go great on a collage type of thing like this for joining intersections, you know, of whatever you're putting down. So we'll see what we can come up with. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We'll see if this is going to go or not. But I thought, was it this number? I guess it was this number that we were going to use. Okay. This is I think that would be cute, don't you? I think that would just be good. We'll see. Probably putting too much. We'll see. No, it's gonna fit. School's almost out. I know the kids are excited about that. And I've got a plan. I want to plan some time with the kids, see what they want to do. Okay, I like this little signature thing, this collector, and I think it should hang off somehow. Maybe up like that. Let's see, what else could I do? I'm getting hungry. I told Joey, let me know 30 minutes before you're ready to eat. Okay, I think we'll do that. And then we can put a label here if we want to. Okay. I don't know if you can hear my stomach. I hope you can't, but it is growling like nobody's business. Could be because I splurged and had some chocolate covered mess. I had, for Mother's Day, I had made my girls chocolate covered strawberries and pretzels and Triscuits, and I had some left over, so I just crushed it all up and put it in a bowl, and then added some different nuts, pecans and walnuts, and then I put the chocolate over on top of that. And so there was some left, and I downed it today. All right, let's look at labels real quick. And then I'm going to put this away. That thing's getting really heavy. Might need to move the container that I keep it in. Move it up this way. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I like that color. I like to cut these off a little bit. So anyways, after everybody left Mother's Day, I got some ice water and I just went outside. It was so beautiful. It was warm and breezy. So I just went outside and just laid on one of the lawn chairs, dozed in and out. It was wonderful. I like that a lot. Now I think I can put this on with glue stick. I think it'll stick just fine, even though that's thicker. I think it'll be okay. Okay. All right. This one. Do I like the red with it? I don't think so. How about that one? These are also Junk Journal Studio, the label kit. All right. Label and label. Get those over here, and then we'll work on these two. Let's see. I think because that kind of is serving as a label, I feel like that one's almost, I feel like it's about done, don't you? I think it is. What about this one? I feel like there was some labels like this in the other kit. about that? Okay. All right. One of these days, I'm going to throw my back out putting those books away. It's over my shoulder, and so I give it a twist as I put it away. One of these days, that's not going to be good. Very sticky. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to find the glue. What did I just do with that glue? Oh, there it is. Get the lid on that. I think I'm going to put this back. Let's get rid of this. There's glue all over it. Okay. Tidy up a minute. All right, now this one I think I would like to round these inner corners here, kind of. Maybe this one too. Nope, we can't get in there. Nope, but kind of echoes that a little bit there. I like how this looks. It's so fun to go back through these kits. They never go out of style, I don't think, you know. Okay. Fun. All right. I'm going to put this stuff away. Put that away. And grab some lace. Just kind of see what we think. I need to put it down here. Think that looks nice. I hear Joey, he's weed eating, so if you hear something really loud, that's probably what it is. Okay, I think that's gonna look good. And then I'll trim it when we're done. Okay. Let's see. These may not all be narrow. Some of them do not look narrow. This is narrow. It's kind of fun. That's neat. This one's very old. You can even see the vintage coloring starting to turn in different spots. Okay, what about this one? This one could use a wide one. Not too wide. Yeah, be neat. Okay. And this one. What do we have here? This is pretty. I think that would be pretty. But I'm going to cut off the ruffle. A ruffle is just going to add too much bulk, I think. And then let's hope it's still wide enough. Okay. Barely. I think I'm going to go for it. I'll use a Fabri-Tac on that. And get my silicone brush out. Okay. Whoa. Came out nice and fast. I like to kind of spread it out like that just so it doesn't glob everywhere. Okay, and I'd like to show some of this the pretty little cutouts. There we go. Let that dry for a little bit. Then we'll cut it down. That's sweet. Now this one, I think I decided, they're both the same. I think I decided to put it on the outside. So I think what I'm going to do is just paint this on with this. I have glue everywhere, all over my hands. Okay. Because we're just going to put a little bit right here. Oops, caught. And get one of my little paper towels I cut up. I rarely need a full paper towel. And then we'll let that dry and we'll trim it up a little bit. I like that. Okay. This one. I think I'll turn it over this way and kind of get an idea. Oopsie. I like that that'll just rub right off, don't you? And I'm just going to kind of tuck in under here a little bit. Okay. All right. I can't tell if I did that the wrong side or not. I might have put that on the wrong side. Oh well. And then this one's pretty straightforward. I think it's just going to be going down this side here. Yeah, I hear Joey getting close. I saw this hack on one of the social medias where the guy, I guess his weed eater string broke, so he just used zip ties and zip tied around. I thought that was a good idea. You know, it's just zip tied. Yeah, I think Joey's right outside the window, actually. I don't know if you can hear that or not. But anyways, he just zip tied all the way around the thing that goes, you know, that zips around that circle. Okay, now that's pretty wet. That needs to dry. Okay, let's get the other ones cut. All right, this one. Okay, these will be, this one for sure will be good for my little bowl over there. Let's cut this one. That one's cute. This one just needs a little teeny bit cut off. Okay. Now, yeah, that's good. Oopsie. And you could sew, you know, you could sew around these. I probably won't, but you could for sure. All right, now, another thing that you could do is you could put a little eyelet. How much time do we have? Oh boy. You could put a little eyelet. Let's do one. And you could put an eyelet and then hang something off of it. Where is it? Here it is. Let's do one. I have these itsy bitsy ones I got at the flea market or the thrift store when I was visiting Kathy. Wonder what those would be like. Try to do one of those. See if it'll work with this thing. I think I'm gonna have to use my own little dot here. Let's do it on this one. I hope it works. Let's see, does it need to go like this? Yeah. Nope. Let's see, how would I do it? I think I could do it just do the one side, and then I could glue it if I need to. Oh, I think that's not gonna fit. Okay. I think. You know, like I think I could glue that down on the other side. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. It's so weird how this has to fit in a certain way. Can't flip it over on the other side. It has to go a certain way. All right, now let's grab a bulb pin. And let's grab, let's see, we have this from the other one. And we have, remember this from that other one I made? This came off of that pillow Kathy gave me. What else is in there? I found the tiniest little button the other day, but it's in another, it's in my travel stuff. I was at the church sewing for craft day. I think I'm going to take this little guy out. But I do want one more thing there. One more thing. Gosh. I know there's something in here. Those are all orange. I don't necessarily want orange. Let's see if there's anything here. I guess that would be okay. All right, where's that little clip again? There it is. I have so much glue on my fingers I can't pick anything up. There. Okay, let's see what it looks like on, get a few things out of the way here. Let's see what it looks like on a page. I've got my nature journal here. I don't think I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to see what it would look like. Find a page that's would go right like that, and it would just dangle off. I don't know if you can see it clearly. I guess we could put it down. Is that the place we want to put it? It's upside down. It's good to know. Wonder if it would excuse me, I wonder if it would stick to this, if I could figure out how to get it to stick to that. I don't know if that would be strong enough. Pardon me. I think we'll just put it back on this one. Trying to decide how I want to do it. Do I want to do it kind of in a pocket manner? You know, I think I will. Pardon me. I inhaled something. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna glue this side. Like that. And then glue the top. And the side. go. Okay, cute. Then I've just been poking one of my cards in there that Joey brought home just so I can remember that that's a pocket and something needs to go in there. That's cute, isn't it? I like how it turned out. It's going to be perfect. Awesome. Okay, and then here's the other two that other three that we did. And you could continue to embellish. I can see where you could get carried away embellishing because they're so cute. All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for hanging with me and goofing around and looking through all my Junk Journal Studio stuff. That was fun. Good reminder of what's out there. And I hope you have a really great day. And don't forget, we pray blessings over you and we want you to know you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.